About saints. How can the Jews pretend to have holy Jews, saints, let alone the even much worse pretending of having saints among the other nations of the world? Even Shlomo HaMelech, the king Solomon, said in Proverbs, "There is no righteous man on earth who would do good and never sin." And only one Jew, Yeshua, never sinned, because that what Solomon said does not apply to him. Solomon did say, on earth there is no righteous man on earth, in this world, while Yeshua does not belong to this world. He is not a descendant of Zon, Seiranpin, and Nukwa, the operational system of this world, but of the Bina, of the Creator himself. He got his Keter from the Bina. Therefore, only through Yeshua you can penetrate in those states in which you committed sins against yourself, connecting yourself with the only one who did not sin. All the rest, including all so-called terrestrial saints of Jews and all other nations of the world, without any exception, have sinned. Read, for example, in the Torah, the story of Moshe. He struck the rock instead of speaking to the rock, as Hashem commanded him to do. The higher spiritual level of a person, the more responsibility he bears before the Creator. In the eyes of the crowd, one can look like a saint, but in the eyes of the Lord, there were not and will never be any saints on earth. There was no man ever who did not sin here, in this world, except Yeshua. And do not think that it was his personal achievement. His soul descended from such a grand height, the general highest Binah of the creation, the fully wish to give, without any spot of willing to receive for himself, that sin is not at all in his nature.